Today I'm going to show you how I make one of these Tapestry hoodies. I'm going to make it as detailed as possible. If you can see, it's a 3-minute video, so let's get into it. Here's the tapestry I'm going to be using. I got it from eBay for $30. Here's the hoodie I'm going to be putting it on. I got this from a flea market for like $15. My idea for the hoodie is to put the lady on the back of the hoodie, have this wrap around the side, have the wing go out to the sleeve, and then have this little tail of the dress go around the other side. I start off by just laying the hoodie on top of the tapestry to see where I should cut out, then take off the hoodie and freehand all around the angel. Make sure to leave around 1/2 inch to 1 inch from the shape that you want to show. After I finish cutting it out, I mock it up on the hoodie. If there's any parts I don't like, I'll cut it out, but I kind of like how it looks. Next, I fold the hoodie inside out. I want the original Nike tag still, so I use a seam ripper and rip the seams. I put the tag to the side. I then line up the tapestry inside out and use my pins to keep the fabric down while I sew. I don't have enough pins to go around the whole fabric, but I just sew in what I can and I'll take these pins out and do the rest. Also, I don't want this wing to wrap around the front, so I'm going to cut this out. Once I finish with all of that, I'm at my sewing machine now. I use red thread to match the hoodie. Straight stitch, 1.5 length. I sew 1/2 inch away from the end of the fabric and use the needles to guide me throughout the whole fabric. After I finished sewing, I took out the needles and pinned down the rest of the fabric. When you're pinning down your fabric, make sure it's flat so there's no wrinkles or stretch points in the sew. Once I'm finished sewing the whole fabric, I flip it right side out. Then I cut 1/2 inch away from the seam on the inside. Once you're finished cutting, pull away the fabric and you should be left with something like this. We're going to bring it back to the sewing machine and change it to a zigzag stitch. Fold this flap over and put it underneath your pressure foot. To make the edges clean, put 1 stitch outside the fold and 1 stitch on the fold. While I sew, I hold the flap down, and then once I get to the edge of my finger, I stop and then fold it over again. You're going to do this all around the hoodie. Once I finish sewing the flap down, I do the same thing but on the inside. I'm going to do that whole process again but with some smaller patches of fabric on the front, and then I'll show you the final product. And here's the final product. I like this one a lot because it looks like the rose is getting handed inside the pocket. Also, here's the front with the extra roses I added. Let me know if you found this tutorial helpful by leaving a like and pressing the plus button, following me. Because everything I learn, I share with you guys. No gatekeeping. Thanks for watching.